Okay, this question is about the shooting hunting course in June. So, big one, lodging, food's taken care of. I would bring pillows, sleeping bag, blankets, whatever makes you happy to sleep on. There's showers there, so all your toiletries. You'll be there for 5 days, 6 days, whatever. You could shower at night, so change of clothes as needed. Take a shower. If you don't take a shower, we're gonna spray you with a water hose. Snacks, if there's anything specific for snacks you want, I'm sure we're going to have stuff, or, it's kind of Jake's thing, but there's going to be snacks and food there, but I'd bring anything specific you want. We'll have water. When it comes to gear, the big thing, everybody wants to know what rifles. So 2 rifles, unless they're the same. One is whatever rifle you would take on a once in a lifetime hunt, whether it's elk, sheep, whatever, like your go-to rifle, bring that. If it's a 300 Rum or a 338 Norma, or it's a 33 XC, or it doesn't matter what it is. If that is your go-to and what you actually use, bring that. So the things I'm telling you, or the things I'm saying, is to get the maximum benefit from the week. So bring whatever your main rifle is, whatever your main setup is. If that's not what you're going to practice with the whole week, and if it recoils a lot, I would suggest it not be. If that's not what you're going to practice, then you only need 50 to 100 rounds for it. 50 to 100 rounds for the main rifle, and then about 400 to 450 rounds for the practice rifle. The standard is somebody brings whatever rifle they normally hunt with, 6.5, 300, whatever, and a 223 setup similarly to train on for the week. The 223 with fast twist and good and higher BC bullets, 75, 68s, 77s, whatever. It does really well. You learn a lot more from it than if you're shooting a gun that recoils a lot for practice. You can certainly use a 6 Creedmoor, a 6.5 Creedmoor, 308 for the whole week. It is going to beat you up a bit more, and you're not going to learn quite as much. As far as the setup, suppressed if you have it. If you don't have it, I believe Ryan and Jake are going to have suppressors that guys can use or rent. I would highly, highly, highly suggest a suppressor. As far as the rest of the rifle scopes and all that, highly suggest a front focal plane mil scope if it's a variable. And if it's, fixed power, the SWFA fixed 6s, the SWFA 10Xs, 3 to 9s, like this is not, you don't need a 40X scope. You don't need super high magnification. It's not going to help you. If that's what you use, fine, bring it. We will have some MOA and BDC and duplex scopes just to let people shoot and kind of contrast and see the compromises that happens with them / what can be done with them and the differences. I would not suggest an MOA scope. If that is what you use and you will not change no matter what you learn, if Jesus himself comes down and shows you the way, the truth, and the light of mills and you won't switch, bring an MOA scope. We can work it. If you can, front focal plane mil with a good reticle. 223 suppressed. If you don't have if you don't have the right setup, or if you don't have a training gun setup, there will be Tikka 223 set up correctly with suppressors to rent plus ammo. So yeah, their specific rifle, the standard is guys basically have a Tikka T3 light with a in 6.5 Creedmoor with a 6X or 3 to 9 SWFA or 3 to 15 or some kind of lightish mountain rifle suppressed in 6.5 Creedmoor or 308 or 7 PRC or whatever they're going to shoot, 6 Creedmoor, and then they have the same setup in 223 or one very similar, right? So if you're on Rock Slide, I think everybody terms it the Rock Slide Special RSS, I think, which is just a Tikka 223 with a good mil scope, suppressed and short. The rest of the gear, you'll need 400 you need about 500 rounds total. So 400 to 450 rounds with for your practice rifle, the training rifle, and 50 to 100 rounds for the once in a lifetime hunt rifle. Spare magazines, if it's a mag-fed gun, bring 3 to 4 mags minimum. Bino harness, whatever you normally hunt with, bring that. You need bino harness, laser range finding binos, or binos and a laser range finder. Spotting scope tripod or tripod and binos mountable on the tripod. You need a pack, so a full-size pack, so full-size frame that you can shoot off of. Hiking sticks, ear pro. You can bring a sandbag. You can bring any other little bag, game changers, rear bag, front bags, doesn't matter. Bring whatever you want. Bipods if you use them. Any kind of shooting aid, I guess, that you want to shoot and see if it works, you can definitely bring it and try it. Yeah, like the personal gear is basically you just leave it in the morning to day hunt, right? Day hunt with a lot more ammo than normal. So whatever you need for that, a chair if you want a chair, a little fold-out chair, an umbrella if you want to keep the sun off you, a shooting mat. And then when it comes to like specific items to use, sunscreen, chapstick, that kind of normal stuff, sunglasses, eye pro, ear pro, etc. There's nothing wild about it. It's not super physical. There is getting up and getting down and walking 100 yards and back and 200 yards and back, etc. And getting into some steep terrain and kind of, rock scree and rock slides, pun intended, to shoot up. You don't have to worry about it too much, but it is there, and we will be shooting into it, on it, around it, up it, down it. So one of the feedback items or kind of trends from people that have done this before and multiple times is they wish they would have brought X. So they wish they would have brought some piece of gear to experiment with it, see if it worked. If there's some item that you want to compare against multiple different items or multiple different techniques or ways, feel free to bring it. If it's not appropriate to shoot, we just won't use it. If it is, you can see how it works. Otherwise, I don't think there's much. Yeah, just ammo and a gun and you're good.